Imperial China, Tibet, and the Yangtze River hold some of the world's oldest and most mysterious civilizations.
I had no idea about China. I knew it had beautiful mountains, and I knew it had the Great Wall. That's all I knew. But I loved the marketplaces with the common people. I loved it.
With over 7,000 years of backstory, what veils will be lifted in the land of the waking tiger?
So far, China is quite unique, and I'm learning a lot about it, and I'll learn a lot more.
We traveled together for 22 days, and for altogether 5,000 miles from north to south, from west to east, doing lots of different experience here in my motherland. We got to be like a family to enjoying our traveling. Yesterday I got that special drink from the supermarket. Now we're going to try that.
George is our guide. He's going to be with us throughout our entire trip here in China.
He's happy and he's very, very knowledgeable. He fills us in on everything. I don't know how his brain holds all that stuff, but he's very, very good.
This one, black mushroom.
George is an excellent guide. We'll go to Tibet with him and down the Yangtze on the river cruise, and he's really added a lot to our trip so far, and I'm looking forward to the rest.
When we go to Temple of Heaven, we go to the outer range of Temple of Heaven, where it's a big public park, and they have lots of people doing the exercise, social. They socialize each other. They're sitting around, and they have lots of interesting activities going on.
The Temple of Heaven, constructed between 1406 and 1420, is a complex of religious buildings.
We can see it has 3 roofs. Inside, we have the tablet of God of Heaven. That's what the emperor prayed to. And this is nothing to do with any of the religion. No matter the emperor believing Taoism or Buddhism, he also need to come here to pray to the heaven.
The Temple of Heaven has been described as a masterpiece of architecture and landscape design. In particular, no nails were used to build the Hall of Prayer for Good Harvest. Instead, posts and square rafters fit together tightly to support the roof.
It looks like a porcelain, but inside is copper base. Ladies, they use tweezers to shape these copperwares. They can make dragon finish, flowers and birds. They have to shape every piece of copperware. Wow. But actually, some senior masters, they can shape 10 pieces of copperwares together.
Cloisonné is an ancient technique used to decorate metalwork objects. The decoration is formed by first adding compartments to the metal object by adhering wires placed on their edges. These remain visible in the finished piece, separating the different colored compartments of the enamel or inlays.
Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Oh, that's my goodness.
Cloisonné became popular during the reign of Emperor Jing Tai of the Ming Dynasty, hence the local Chinese name, Qing Tai Blue.
The Great Wall was great. One of my apprehensions was that we were going to go to one of these sites where they had turned the place into a circus. But Overseas Adventure Travel and George took us to one of the more remote kind of areas, so we literally had the place to ourselves. I had envisioned it being somewhat flatter, however, and we were doing nothing but climbing, so I'm glad I got in shape before the trip, but it was outstanding. What an experience.
I did it. I climbed those stairs up and down.
I didn't go to the top, but I did make it to the third level.
One of my bucket list items, crossed it off today.
Program directors and local guides provide great insight to culture, customs, and regional history.
The highlight, like a terracotta warriors. They're actually many of them.
The best thing about the trip is Jason. He has been so helpful and knowledgeable and informative. He is the best tour guide I have ever had while traveling.
Jason is superb. I think he has been most efficient, most kind, most helpful. He's very knowledgeable.
I think most Grand Circle travelers, then they like to have different experience. Because if you want to know the culture better, know the people better, you're going to do what they're doing.
We still have another 5,000 warriors and horses we buried underground. We haven't yet restored it because originally each of the soldiers and horses was all colorful painted.
The Terracotta Army. Dating from the 3rd century BC, these sculptures depict the armies of Qian Shu Wang, who unified the 6 independent kingdoms to create modern China. "I'm not just a king," he proclaimed, "but an emperor, the first in China."
You know, I've seen lots of pictures, but it's so much bigger. And the smell, it smells like it's underground.
When the emperor died, he was buried in the most opulent tomb complex ever created. A vast underground city, containing everything needed in the afterlife. Instead of burying his actual armies, concubines, and servants with him, his followers came up with an alternative: clay reproductions.
You read about things like this, but to see it in person is just an awesome experience.
Each of the estimated 8,000 pieces are completely unique, with individual clothing, hair, and facial features, the majority of which are still buried in the pits near the emperor's mausoleum.
Crafts that they had to use to do them, 2,200 years ago. It's been very good.
Okay, so next we're going to have our home host lunch in the local farmer's family.
In older neighborhoods, rural mud and straw houses can still be seen. But in most Chinese cities today, modern apartment complexes of contemporary design and amenities are the norm. The structure and reputation of family is still highly valued. A hands-on cooking demonstration and meal with a Chinese family quickly breaks down barriers and creates an appreciation of cuisine and ways to eat.
I love the chopsticks. I've gotten very handy with them.
Use the bottom 2 fingers just to hold it.
I've been given 3 different ways of doing it. One is to keep the bottom one stable with the middle finger and just have the top finger used. Somebody else said hold it very close to the end, and that makes it easier. And then the third way is just to hold the bowl up and go right, that's the right way, and use it as a spear.
Welcome to our school. Welcome to our school. Welcome to our school.
Teachers are highly respected. The students most popular amongst their peers are those at the academic top of the class.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Chen Ziwei. I'm 12 years old. I like English and music. I want to be an English teacher. Welcome to our school. 乡村与滋润着城市的胸怀，我们是少小文明的鲜花。
I used to teach younger children, but being in a school with the children in China was a real treat for me.
Do you like China?
No. Yeah. We're both teachers. We want to take them home. Yes, with us.
We like you.
Yay!
In both cities and rural areas, education has become a top priority, the result of the Confucian reverence for learning. Students embrace any opportunity to practice English with native speakers.
Well, it's wonderful to be there. The kids are excited and exciting. It's wonderful to see them. And wherever you go and you go to a school, it's a terrific experience. Everybody! What's the deal? 1, 2, 3, let go! I love the adventure of it. I love the chance to meet new people. I always learn something new. You know, I could go on and on. It's just a great experience. It broadens your horizons. It gives you kind of a new sense of context for everything. I heard about China in so many political ways. It's nice to meet the people here.
We call this fire dragon fruit.
Unveiling the mysteries behind some of the world's oldest civilizations.